Good morning. Welcome to my horrendous kitchen. This is not what I had planned. I wanted to listen to some fucking dumb shit YouTube videos on my fucking Bluetooth speaker, but it won't connect. So what else am I gonna do but fucking talk a bunch of dumb shit while I cook some fucking eggs? I got croissants in the oven. And I call them croissants because the packaging that I knocked on the floor, it calls them crescents. Because they're not good enough to be called croissants, we know that. So what I did was, like, when I rolled them up, I put jalapenos and cheese inside of them. So, like, hopefully that'll be delicious. It's fucking Saturday. I haven't gotten shit for sleep all week. I know things have been fucked up because it turns out my doctor's an idiot who didn't read any of my fucking charts or paperwork or care. So she gave me a medication for an unconfirmed diagnosis, and that medication she gave me definitely, let's try this again, definitely fucking counteracted and threw off the medication that I was already on. So, don't worry, that landed in the sink. I'm still recovering from, like, a 5-day descent into, like, madness. That's okay. Haven't slept for shit all fucking week, and so I was like, it's Saturday. I'm taking 2 Benadryl. I'm gonna make sure this bitch never wake up. You know, like, I drank all the other tall boys. I was ready to be out. No. My darling boy. My only son. A Wonder Man. Woke me the fuck up at 6 a.m. I don't know. He had a feeling that maybe there was a bird near the fire pit in the backyard that, like, he definitely had to fucking sniff. Oh, I think it was a little too hot. I learned to cook. Sorry about that noise. I know that's shitty. I learned to cook scrambled eggs from my dad when I was a kid. My dad, like, I want to say he's a single parent, but, like, my parents had, like, split custody, so I had 2 parents, you know? But, like, I think my dad was just a little more confused about what to do with me, you know, having, suddenly, like, you went from, like, spending your life with a woman who took care of you domestically because you took care of her financially, and then now you're on your own trying to figure out how to do this by yourself. And, you know, I'm sure he was fucking emotionally devastated. Like, my dad still loves my mom, and they haven't talked in 27 years. So then he was trying to, like, figure his shit out. He was just like, oh fuck, well, what am I supposed to do with this child? But he did know how to cook fucking scrambled eggs. And something he taught me was, so when you cook scrambled eggs, you're supposed to put, like, a little dash of milk or cream in them or whatever. I think when you're making an omelet, I think you use water instead of milk or cream because you want it to be spongier or something. I don't know. He taught me that we don't keep milk in this house. You can use cheese instead of milk. I'm on board with that. He also taught me the best way not to fuck them up, your eggs, is to cook them very slowly on very low heat and just continue to stir them. My boyfriend doesn't have that method. When my boyfriend cooks eggs, he just, like, slaps them in a pan, smacks them around, and they're overcooked and rubbery, and I think he actually prefers them that way because I'm probably going to try to edit out all of these sounds of me tapping the spatula. I think my boyfriend actually prefers his eggs cooked the way he cooks them because I try to make them, like, fluffy and you know, delicate and like definitely like cooked. I'm not talking about some runny bullshit. He seems to, I don't know, man, like the times that I've cooked, the many times I've cooked eggs for my boyfriend, he's never been like, ooh, good job. Thanks for the eggs, these are great. He's, and that's fine. You know, when you grow up eating something in a certain way and then you're suddenly eating it a different way that someone else grew up with, you're like, what the fuck is this? I guess, you know, I probably would be. I don't know, people don't cook for me. That's not true. My mom cooks for me when I go over to her house, but that's only a few times a year. And it's not that, like, I don't want to hang out with my mom or see her or anything. It's just that she makes me really uncomfortable. And I don't... Sorry, I gotta spin this pan while I'm cooking. Another thing, by the way, about eggs is that it doesn't matter if you take them off the stove or turn the heat off, they're still going to keep cooking, right? Because the heat's already there. So you got to take that into account. So something that I often do is I get a lid, and when I know they're getting close to being done, I'll remove them from the heat and then put a lid on it so they can finish cooking on their own. Does that make sense? I don't know. Things I learned from my dad that probably are nonsensical. I don't know. He was trying his best. Okay, yeah, I think it's time to take them off and put a lid on it. Okay. Oh yeah, back to my mom. It's just that she makes me a little bit uncomfortable. And I don't like going to her house. Because I have a lot of traumatic bullshit that happened in that house. And like, I'm not over it. I don't forgive anyone. But we have moved forward. At least I have. We've moved forward because what the fuck else are you gonna do? You know? What the fuck else are you gonna do? I don't hang out with my mom a lot. So I don't. Oh, shoot. I think my croissants are ready. Oven mitts. Ooh, no, those aren't quite ready. That's fine. I will turn. Well, should I turn off the oven? That's another thing I do is I'll turn off the oven when something's getting close to being ready because I know, like, it doesn't really need full heat anymore. So I'll just turn off the oven, let it wrap its shit up for another minute, and then take it out. What is this backdrop? Why would I do this? Why would I film in here? This is so dumb. Okay. We'll come back to this later. Here's my sad, dumbass croissants. I don't know what happened with this one. The dough got weird. I don't know, dude. I got my period, so, I guess we're sponsored by birth control pills. I got my period, like, 2 weeks ago, so why are we doing this again, my friend? I don't need a plate this big. I only plated food on this plate, my ugly-ass breakfast, because, I got Texas plates, dude. Well, I'm being realistic now. I'm gonna eat off of a paper plate. And I'm gonna put Mike's Hot Honey on these fucking jalapeno cheese croissants, because, like, I don't know. Seems like a good idea to me. Dig that paper plate, my bros. And I'm gonna burn the paper plate in my backyard with all the other trash that I burn. That's how it goes. I live in the middle of nowhere. Boo-hoo. I know. I finished cooking and like ate my food and then like finished my beer and fucking took a nap. Which was great. And then like, you know, I got up later on and I came downstairs and my boyfriend appeared to be like sleeping on the couch. So I like put on a pot of coffee and I had an earbud in and was like watching Deity's latest video. My boyfriend woke up and like came into the kitchen and was like, ugh. I don't know why he's doing this sighing a bunch of times thing, and I don't even know, I don't think he's aware that he's doing it. But he was like, oh, thank you for putting on coffee, but I don't know what you're gonna drink. Which, like, yeah, that's funny. Sure. And I just went, uh-huh. And I kept on about my bullshit, right? Like watching my fucking video on the kitchen island with my earbud. And he's like, oh, we're wearing matching shirts. And I look at him and he shows me his shirt. It's something to do with Alaska. My shirt is a shirt that he got me from the Trapper Creek Bluegrass Festival in Alaska. Okay, both of our shirts have something to do with Alaska. And I was like, earbud in, still watching. And he's like, oh, God, what was that thing that one guy said that I thought you would think it was funny? I just kind of like took my earbud out, paused my video, and was like, and he was like, what? He didn't sound like that, but I mean, I don't know. It felt like that to me. But I was like, dude, I know that like you just got up and like you came into this room and now this is your stage. But I was already in here engaged with something that I was like investing my brain time into. I didn't say mean, I was like, I was just doing something, you know? And like you came in and you want the attention, but like it's not important. I don't know. Anyway, I guess it hurt his feelings so fucking bad that he fucking like packed up his fucking to-go box of takeout that I guess he went out and got like fried chicken and french fries, and he took his whole fucking box and like a little cooler bag, put some beers in it, said nothing, and just like left the house. And I'm sure I hurt his feelings. I really didn't mean to. It's just really difficult being around someone who kind of just demands all of your attention all of the time. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go hop back on Deity's live stream. You thought we'd forgotten about this shitty couch? These shitty blinds? No. Still here. A friend of mine is on her way to town. Hopefully all of our friends can get our shit together and meet up somewhere tonight and have a good time. I want to thank you for watching. I think that forgiveness is really important. So I want you to forgive yourself for the time that you have wasted watching this video. And have a good day.